study. So we're going to go ahead and do one more here. Um, okay. So what I'm feeling like we talking about right here in Bab when we're talking about um, a great whore that sitteth upon many waters here. The kings of the world have immoral relationships with her, and the people of the earth have been made drunk by the wine of her immoral immoralities. Now, this may be talking about like somebody again when it comes to uh, wine or something like this. You know, like of course we have to take accountability for things, but now seeing how energy works, now I'm seeing how much of this could be, you know, something with again some type of manipulation. But the woman wore purple and scarlet clothing and beautiful jewelry made of gold and precious gems and pearls, and held in her hand a golden goblet full of obscenities. Okay. So, yeah, you know, well, that's definitely not my energy because I'm not like gaudy or whatever. The mysterious caption was written on her forehead: Babylon the Great, the mother of prostitutes and of idol worship. Everyone around the world, everywhere around the world. Okay, so again, I feel like this is makeshift here. I feel like whatever this is, again, mother of prostitutes, I don't know why I'm getting like Chris Jenner energy. Um, like I said, because I feel like again, you have as above, so below. So again, it could be the energy of, you know what I'm saying, like I said, why I feel like there's some kind of betrayal. Now this could be again something things that are seen and unseen. Some mothers, earthly mothers, may not even know that they were doing this, and some may, right? They may know about the occult or esoteric or some other kind of knowledge here. All right. So, this could be talking about like yeah, like I said, something like that, the mother of prostitutes and idol worship. Okay. Again, I don't worship anything but God. Jesus, she had killed. I stared at her in the mirror. Now, hold on. Let's see this real quick because we got to look at this Queen of Cups real quick. All right. So I'm just picking up a lot of tarot here. Tarot and the Torah, Torah and the tarot. Okay. And I think I left her out. At least I think I did. The Queen of Swords from the alternative deck. Oh, wait a minute. Let's look at this too. I'm going to keep him out too. Queen of Swords. This is like how I feel about like the person coming in with the land patents, wanting to get people off their land or whatever. Okay. So again, this is the Queen of Swords originally. All right. And then here's the other Queen of Swords from the thing. She had to put her sword down and look at herself in the mirror. But it's like, who is she looking at in the mirror? See, because they've been trying to build a being in the workshop to build back better. This is somebody that's trying to be in the image of someone else, to take and sit on a throne that doesn't belong to them, to take a birthright that does not belong to them. And that's just what it is at the end of the day. Trying to steal somebody's appearance and essence here. Okay. And the people of the earth whose names have not been written in the book of life before the world began. Now, this could be the new world, this new world order, or it could be, again, the old world. Okay. Will be dumbfounded at his or her reappearance after being dead. Okay. And now think, his or her 7 heads represent a city, a certain city built on 7 hills. Okay. Where this woman has her residence. Okay. This is making me think about somebody that has a seat somewhere. Okay. Maybe on the Senate or somewhere. Again, it made me think about Pelosi before, but who knows? Represent the, or this could be like hills and valleys, or somebody that, lives in a certain area here. The scarlet animal that died is the 8th king, which makes me think about, again, the red heifer or the wailing wall, that same energy, in a masculine energy, having reigned before as one of the 7. After his second reign, he too will go to his doom. His horns are 10 kings. The power appeared. Okay, in the kingdom. Wage war against the lamb. Wait, together they will wage war against the lamb. I'm just skipping through here. Okay? And the lamb will conquer them. For he or she is Lord over all lords and king over all kings. And his people are the called and chosen and the faithful ones. The oceans, lakes, and rivers that the woman is sitting on represents masses of people of every race and nation. So this is making me think about the Great Lakes, the land of many waters, Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? It's making me think of a feminine energy with a feminine vassal and a King of Cups energy here, possibly. And maybe that's why, again, I might have had to deal with 4 different masculine energies here. 4 major masculine energies. The scarlet animal and the 10 horns, which represent the 10 kings, will reign with him. Okay, let's see. So again, while I'm being rained on, or they're raining on my parade, they're raining behind my back with other energies and leaving me out in the cold. Or were, okay, for that brief time, possibly. I feel like this, they tried to put me, I feel, in that energy, or that's the energy that I was in. Hate the woman and will attack her and leave her naked and ravaged by fire. So this is making me think about branding someone. Okay. This is making me think about, again, the star card. Let's see. But you think about this, this makes me think about somebody doing something else with their own hand. Okay. And they tired out from doing that. Just saying. The star card. So nobody can blame the person. See, this is what I feel like they were doing. Secretly work together, put cameras in to record me in my private places. And maybe they even exploited this or put this information out as if it was me, when you would never in your whole entire fucking life find me putting no images other than my face really on any pic. Anybody that knows me and sees my posts, I don't even really like to put my body in the camera. It's usually just my face. So if that's the case, somebody, you know what I'm saying? And again, they're pouring it out to the heavens and the earth. So they showed this to everyday people, masculine energies, and this is why I'm going to sue the fuck out of their ass. If that's what it is. If that's what it is. This going to be rumors of war tactics here. Okay? Rumors of war tactics. They could also be doing this to other stars, right? We got this brightest star here, though. But they could be also, this is the capital. These are other capitals in states, in smaller states. But this is the dome or the Pentagon energy of Sekhmet in Washington. The bloodline, the main bloodline that fuels and feeds the whole land, milk and honey. So if these King of Wands were coming in on someone in their sleep realm, or even making some kind of virtual something or whatever, that's the way it would have had to been. Because I don't remember any of it. Because I feel like whatever bonding or bounding spell they put on me when I was a little kid restricted me from being able to see what was going on. Yeah, we even have the King of Wands in reverse here. And maybe this energy is of this, you know, it makes me think about Tupac Amaru. And it also, this is the leopard in the West coat of arms. Okay. And then also, again, the hermit, they left her burned. Okay. This make me think about this because in the original hermit card, this is what it looks like. This is some in the image of God, someone in the image or the likeness of God, keeping a close eye. He's also got his wand and his staff in his hand. And they have this star trapped inside of this thing. Same thing on the USS Bruton coat of arms. They have the star trapped at the bottom in the pyramid. In the lion dragon, fox, the lion, dragon, wolf energy, okay, is sitting on top of it with the triton in his hand, and it's red and blue on each side. It's also giving me brown energy, okay, brown coat of arms and brown energy. Also coal energy, coal men. If you look up these different coat of arms, you'll see. I kept my last name, but you if you look up those coat of arms, you'll see though, or look at that video that I did on coat of arms, and you'll see the Coleman coat of arms is the cross. So again, if Christ or Jesus is going to die on the cross, that means that they're going to die being, I feel, in that marriage with that energy that is they're trying to make as if it is the original Jesus energy or the king's energy, when it's really not. It's someone in the likeness of that person. But the video that I did the other day is taken down. People were all up, family members and stuff, all up in arms, and somebody snuck on there and took it off. This is again when Solomon lost his wisdom. Solomon lost his wisdom. Now, wisdom is one thing, and the pearl, I think, is one thing, but I think there's a black pearl and a white pearl, also representing the two podiums that are next to the high priestess. The black and the white, or black and more and white more. Yeah. And also there's some wands in here. Some phallus in here, again, that are burning with this here. I'm just saying. They will all sign a treaty giving their power and strength to him or her. Together they will wage war against the Lamb, and the Lamb will conquer them. Let's see. For he or she is the Lord over all lords and king over all kings, and his people are called the chosen and faithful ones. The oceans, lakes, rivers that the woman is sitting on represent masses of people of every race and nation. This is talking about the Midwest, period. That's just all it is at the end of the day. And I think they tried to bring the Phoenix energy up in here, and I'm just using names because that's what the fuck it is. Okay, they tried to again, but she had to go ahead and look at her own self in the mirror, because again, we already know what rumors was a couple of years before they made her come, before they probably asked her to come off of YouTube and not speak as much. Someone that, again, people can change, but definitely anger issues and definitely rumors of, orgies and all that shit. It just is what it is at the end of the day. So what they feel like they had to do is go spy on me or something and try to find me. And when they couldn't find nothing, they made something up. And even if they could find something, it was minimal. It was nothing like what these people would be doing behind the scenes. So again, that's why I say they gonna have to go look at their own damn self in the mirror before they try to judge me. Can't nobody judge me but God or my ancestors. They think they slick. And then the soulmate that I'm supposedly married to is going to sit there and act like I'm stupid and crazy when I'm saying I think somebody recorded me, and listen to this girl. She's saying exactly the conversation that we was just saying, and just acting like, so we just dealing with some narcissistic energies here then. Nobody want to tell the truth about nothing. But I know, being a seer and a psychic and all this shit, and Source giving me all these gifts and everything to use, because they knew that a whole world was going to be coming against the Christ energy. Even a sense of Yeshua, I think, at some points, maybe didn't want to share that the energy was coming from wisdom or the Ruach or the mother, the great mother, or Gaia or the earth or whatever you want to call it. This is what I feel like they've been able to get away with, naming her mentally insane. That's why they went this year and put those sanctions back in Wisconsin to try to say that they can go ahead and commit women to mental illness. This is why they did it back in the day. We did a video on that, recapping what they did now and what they did back then. All right. It's just some shady energy. Scarlet Animal. I don't know. Them kind of make me think about the Tasha She energy. I'm just going to say what I just said, and that's just what it is. Because, again, I found out she was spying on my group or whatever and going back and relaying the messages or the information to other people as well. They hate the woman and will attack her and leave her naked and ravaged by fire. This is the energy where I told y'all using womb magic, sorcery, and stuff in order to project. Or I think at some point in time, somebody had a key to my fucking house and came in here, was doing stuff to me in my sleep, physically. This is how sick these people are. Ravaged by fire or branded. That's why we did the video on branded. You can go to Shay_seeking and follow back what I was showing here. All right. That's why I was very graphic and very open about the information and things that was going on, so people would know these things actually really happen. And you can also find me at Shay Seeking on Facebook. And then American Aborigines Unchained, the Facebook group. For God will put a plan into their minds, a plan that will carry out his purposes. So this makes me think about God's plan in a sense. And it says they will mutually agree to give their authority to the scarlet animal. This is making me think about the she energy, okay? So that the words of God will be fulfilled. I don't know exactly what that means, all right? Oh, the words of God will be, so somebody in my likeness. So Powhatan, that energy, the family, okay, again. But Powhatan, like I told y'all, sometimes it reminds me of the devil card, because I have images of him sitting on something with fire underneath him and the people running around crazy and stuff like that, okay? So again, regardless of who answered, if I feel like that's my answers or not, whatever, it is what it is. That's why, again, Sekhmet is the mother of images. She is the protector of the people. She is this, she's more for the people than she is for, again, for property and gain. That's just it. That's probably why I'm in the situation I'm in. But I feel like, again, Source put it together for these people to go together and get together. But when I approached these women, or at least one of them, they didn't want nothing to do with me. And again, because again, I think some of these people are more masculine, possibly inward, outward, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. When I felt like a sharp thing in my chest, maybe people are recording me in my bathroom or my shower or something like this, then you had Elodio talking about, oh, somebody looking at your, you know what, your yoni or whatever, who even do that in the shower. I knew right then that she was a part of whoever might be recording me, because I like to play in the shower. Again, Sekhmet was someone that also liked to play with water while she was in the shower, with her paws or her hands. And it hit me right then. Source just told me, that's what put me in my head hunter energy here. If you see them, point them out. Again, they didn't like it. So last time I said something about her being on MSNBC talking about Biden. That's when my platforms and stuff started to be attacked, because they're working with the administration, period. So that the word of God will be fulfilled. And they're the ones that are a part of this open border thing, because they know what they've been saying and how they talk about killing white babies and stuff like that. And so again, people can think how they want to think. I'm just saying what it is. And so, at the end of the day, they need these new people that were needy to come into the land and pay homage to them. Idols. That's what they are. Just saying. What I've been doing it. All right. Some people just came in the game 4 years ago. They might be looking like they're doing a better job and look better doing it. But again, where are they getting the information from? Because it's saying that these people were sent into Jerusalem to study the Holy One of Israel, to obtain the information and learn the language. That means copying somebody. If you want to look up language in a couple of other terms in etymology, that's exactly what it means. So somebody will be having to spy or surveil or watch you a lot. Now, people that have been working all their life are not working anymore. They're sitting here watching videos about mansions and shit like that. And I'm just wondering what's going on here. So again, it's all, we were talking about that, but I'm talking about energy here. So there's no offense to the people, because like I said, I know I can tell and I can see the energy. Like it said, that somebody can borrow someone's skin basically during the day. It's almost like while somebody's working or something. All right. And then at night they give it back. So in the sleep realm, something else is going on. That's exactly what that scripture was just saying yesterday that we read. Their authority to the scarlet animal, so that the word of God will be revealed. And again, I feel like, again, this is somebody, a copycat energy. It's just what it is. And the woman you saw in the vision represents the great city that rules over all the kings. All right, so I don't know. I don't know who else was attacked and left ravaged, okay? And people that you thought you can trust, will see you struggling. Again, they got money for whores but can't feed the poor. They own children and they own fucking house. But I knew we was dealing with energy at that time. I can see the spirits and the energies leaving this person, this masculine's body, okay? I can sense them. Let's say more so that I can sense them when somebody is not like they self. And the whole time people are recording this, sitting back, laughing, selling tickets on Clubhouse for people to come over and watch and shit, or some other website. Period. I seen it in a vision. I've never seen the stuff myself, but I know it's, again, that's when you're dealing with narcissism. I just know that's what the fuck they were doing. But then again, who is the great city that rules over the kings of the earth? Right? This is a Queen of Wands energy. This is the Queen of Wands. Now, there's somebody in the likeness of the Queen of Wands that's getting all the benefits and being exalted and being probably has a stylist and being propped up and exalted in front of the people, which is the Son of Man. And then there's the Son of God that's going to be more of a natural element to the earth, that is not going to be needing to do all that, going to be naturally beautiful, naturally this. And I'm not saying that person is not beautiful. I'm just saying, again, inside and out. So whatever they was trying to prove, they probably just look stupid, actually, at the end of the day. Because I know my heart. And again, so that the words of God, so they're trying to put somebody in the likeness of God to fulfill something that was supposed to be something that is ordained, anointed by somebody that's anointed and chosen by source, not by man. An idol is somebody that's bought and paid for by man and propped up, and their life is being secluded and secretive, right? While they try to exploit the good person and try to bring them down. Those who call good evil and evil good. That's exactly what they are. And what does this say here? What does this say? Revelations 21:8. So what? 3 days ago, the 21st? But the cowardly and the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexual immoral. These are people that's also working against other people in other groups or other collectives or other hives or other pyramid, however you want to see, other tribes or whatever it would be. Okay. This is just what it is. It could also be talking about sex, but I very highly doubt it. When I'm looking at this, and I've studied this several times, it's talking about immoral acts, working against people that are in your same likeness or family members or groups or whatever. That's just what it is. Governments and shit like that. That's what people are working with, secret societies and private things. Those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars, they will be consigned to their fiery lake of burning sulfur. Somebody can tell me where you seen me in the past 2 years, okay? While I feel like, again, I have been getting geared to do something here. Telling you a lie. Anyways, in my information, what I'm doing in my private life is none of your damn business. But what I do, but they wanted to make it, people was concerned because I used to never show my face. I just was showing the information, right? They want to know what I look like. Then when I start showing what I look like, then, you know what I'm saying? So it's just ridiculous, actually. So again, those who try to put somebody in slavery are going to go into slavery if this is what is done. But you see, they're working with the administration. They're working with Russia. They're working with China. They're working, you know what I'm saying? This is why, again, when it's talking about the merchants was crying and stuff, because this is a mixture between all of these women. They were all used. All the women and the men. All the king's horses, all the king men, the knights, the pages, everybody was being used. Little do they know. All right. So it says, yeah. So again, yeah, the Queen of Wands is what this person is or whatever that's ruling over all the men, because that's the person that's actually in that time dealing with all of the men. They couldn't touch me. They couldn't come to me physically. I believe these feminine energies were dealing with these max. Maybe I was dealing with them in a 5 dimension or telepathically, but I feel like some of these people were meeting up, flying around the world, around the country, doing shit. Okay. Including somebody that I thought I knew that I've been with for 30 years. You see what I'm saying? Something is not adding up here. Or there's some kind of secret connection with people that got this damn this antidote, but from what that person say, they didn't get it. I don't know what to trust. I don't know what to believe no more. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Okay, or her. Okay, was lightened. So this is making me think about somebody lightening their skin to look like somebody. Somebody popular in the indigenous community that if you look at their images from a couple years ago, they don't even really look the same. And maybe I was even more flashy back then. Wigs and weaves and makeup all the time, every single day. Couldn't leave the house without it. And that changed. I decided to go a little bit more natural. But it also says, after this, I saw another angel come down in the living verse from heaven with great authority, and the earth grew bright with his or her splendor again. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen. Is fallen. This make me think about a dark-skinned girl that just did a video pregnant today. And I don't know why something made me think about her tummy. That's something, this is another person to add to the collection. Something that's going on here. And she made it a point to say, you know, somebody she used to date or whatever from Illinois and all this other stuff, right? Yeah. But I was thinking she was talking about like foul odor or something like that. So again, something wanted that to come in my feed, but that definitely ain't talking about me. I tell you that right now. Unless we're talking about the vaginal mutilization that happened, that may have made somebody think something happened here, where I don't know who let somebody in or how the fuck somebody physically got in touch with me to even be around me like that. And that's why I'm saying this is in cahoots with whatever is the fuck is going on. I don't want to blame nobody because, like I said, I can't tell. But I know one thing. Well, I lock my doors. I know how I lock my doors at night. And there's stuff missing from my home. My things. Yeah, but last night somebody's new car got scratched up in the garage and they want to blame me and I didn't do it. And I said, okay, now you see what I'm talking about. I told y'all, I prophesied this a couple weeks ago. Pay attention to what you're doing and what you're saying and things like this, because there might be even people can have something planted into your, you know, somewhere for they can see and hear what you're saying and what you're doing here. So again, this person crying out that Babylon is fallen and become a habitation of devils and hold of every foul bird, foul spirit. So it's funny that they saying that Russia has invaded. And so now what is this? Because again, Putin's coat of arms has the double-headed bird on there. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. In a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Okay. So again, that may be a hate. Somebody might have looked at that video that I did earlier as a hateful speech, but it was what it was. It was like, again, the sun showing up with fire in their fucking eyes and lighting some shit up is what I looked at it as. So again, this is an angel coming down from heaven. Yeah. Okay. This is talking about the temperance card. Let's talk about the temperance card. And I don't have my large cards here. Just talking about the temperance card here. Mixing up something like let's see if I have one here that we can just look at. Because I promise you, this is how they was looking at my energy, looking in this cup. Look how mad that person looked. Looking up at somebody else's cup or somebody else's business. I'd be mad if I had to sit there and watch some female all day too. Again, and this is the energy again to get them off. I was communing with Source saying, get them out of my head. Get them out of my head. Get them out of my head. Out of my business. And this is, again, that energy of tipping somebody up off that damn cup so that they can't be stalking me anymore. Also with Hidden Gems Tarot, she's a stalker as well. So again, and also I felt like they was trying to send an imposter in here in my sleep or in, you know, some using some kind of sorcery or whatever. Okay, because I haven't had physical contact with anybody. I stick to myself. I stay in my house. So I feel like this is what put this energy in reverse is a prayer. So again, we got the King of Cups, you know, with his hand in his hand in his face. I think this is a scripture as well. Yeah, the World card, naked with the purple scarlet thing here. This is not something somebody did. This is supposed to be a protected energy. But you know what? The UK and all these United States incorporated, Russia, China, they all went together and they know that this is some kind of secret program that's been going on. Also, this is vaginal mutilization, the top part of here of the uni, and then this part right here. Okay, if you study it, you'll see kind of like what the different ways that they do. And sometimes they sew up things. It's insane, actually. It's insane. And here's the two wands, is the two masculine energies here. That may have been maybe possibly sharing this energy of some kind of virtual astral energy here. Something that I would be blinded from or not able to see if it was the case for me. So again, here's the, okay, see, because in the original card, this person don't have this on their head. They don't have this. You see what I'm saying? It's over here. It's over here only on the mountaintop. You got to take this journey and get up here to get it. But see, science and shit like that then came together, you know what I'm saying? And they then came up with some kind of concoction or something like this by stealing, just like we said in the text the other day, by ciphering your energy, your juice from your nectar. Like a cow. They just come and probe somebody like a cow and leave you. You know, like that shit is crazy, actually, if you think about it. But who specializes in aircraft? Who specializes in technology? China, Russia. Who specializes in allowing them to do this to Israel or the Holy One? America. I mean, the United States. It's not America. It's the United States Corporation. And this is why they putting sanctions and mandates and all these rules in not to talk about this kind of stuff. Just forget about it and move on. The tiger lily. Yeah, because they came up with something. They took the essence of somebody and crowned somebody else with it. The clothing of someone else and crowned somebody else with it. It's sick. It's twisted, but that's what the fuck happened. Again, I'm always fight for justice. Anybody that been on here, I change. If not, it's been the same way. It's been the same way. So what these people have been doing, again, is putting on a show. Putting on a show, exposing somebody, or, you know, like I said, this energy is supposed to be protected. I feel like this does have something to do with Dan or Gad or God. Okay. That bloodline possibly. That, again, it's the tree of life, the one that feeds the nations or have fed the nations for 1,000 years. Okay, so we can even add that to the 1,000 years. We got three things that got to do with 1,000 years here. The prophecy of Esther and Elijah and the tree. Crowns and turbans. All right, with a mighty strong voice. So, but these people are liars and murderers, and they thieves, and they're sexual. You know, they're in a relationship with somebody, but building against that person with other nations. That's sexual immorality as well. All right, become the habitation of devils and a hold of every foul bird and a cage of unclean. Okay, for all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants and or is it against her? Now this makes me think this is somebody in the physical, though. This makes me think we're talking about another feminine energy in the physical that they actually can go to and actually do this with. You get what I'm saying? The fornication that, or whatever it would be with me, would be communication, because it was just like I said, feeling energy, getting different kind of downloads and telepathic energy here. When I talk about these divine masculines, I've never seen any of them. The only person that, again, I've been around, period, is the soulmate, the person that I thought I was married to for 30 years and met when I was 15 years old, and I'm 40 something now. But now I see my whole life been the Truman Show, and everybody has been whatever it is. So my story is going to be different than anybody else's story in the world. So they feel like they can go ahead and try to attack me with some mental illness claims or whatever the fuck they're trying to do. When they had to go get a whole thousands, hundreds of thousands of people to come against me. Merchants of the earth has waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Now, again, this could be something. Again, I'm seeing like land patents, land grab. You know what I'm saying? And people selling off land to other foreigners and stuff like this to get the money for it or whatever, because they really didn't want it in the first place, but for probably the money or the goods. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's not all in all cases. I'm just saying with some of these people. But this will also be somebody going ahead and selling off information or something about somebody behind their back, secretly recording someone and making money off of it on Clubhouse or another app or something like this. And I feel like this is what they have been doing to females, women, and children, men possibly as well. And I heard another voice but they're going to seclude the information about the ones they want to exalt, and they're going to expose the information or again crucify the ones that are the real energies here. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, and ye not be partakers of her sin, and ye receive not of her plagues. Again, I don't know what this is talking about. Like I said, this is me saying, y'all better stop with this shit right here, you know, with all this grabbing and smashing and grabbing or whatever. But you could look at it a different way. This might be them saying, ooh, look what she just did. Look, she got tarot cards. Ooh, look. She smoked cigarettes. Oh, look what she did back in when she was 10 years old, you know, going in people's Akashic records and digging out private information or memories and stuff like that, right? For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities, okay? Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, and double according to her works. So this also makes me think about this King of Wands here, okay? That was emotionally detached, right? In the younger years, or even when I broke up, I think I broke this person's heart when I broke up with them, and I ended up, you know, hanging out with other people or whatever. All right. Because I felt like at that time, it's just like we were more like brother and sister or something. And I wanted to explore. I was young when I met that person. That was my first everything or whatever. All right. But I feel like when we got back together, you know, there was more emotional detachment, just, you know, things about children or whatever. Maybe some of us didn't want them, and, you know, and I did or whatever. So I don't know. But we have the King of Wands here. Again, all tired out here. Because this is somebody that's been running around doing whatever. Okay. So this might be also talking about that as well. All right. But again, there'll be no proof of that, right? Because again, the binding and blinding that have been done here, right? Me working on myself, getting myself together, right? Okay, to her works, okay, and her cup, okay, the torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, okay, and I am no widow. But, you know, if I did say I'm sit a queen or whatever, or I can do it myself, it's because all the masculines was on games when they came into the energy. Even if it was some kind of telepathic courting or something being done, I could tell that they were just using me or coming in and taking whatever it is to these other females and just whatever. So I just was looking at myself as a servitude to all the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And not taking it nothing personal, you know what I'm saying? And just doing what I thought I was called to do. All right. And again, if this is the whole thing that make me think about, again, the death certificate, maybe this means that, you know, the person did die. I don't know. Like, this would be the part that is really, like I said, I don't know everything. I'm just putting this together as I go. Okay. And see no sorrow. Okay. But this also could be another person that's sitting a queen, right? That's saying she's the queen and she's not a widow. She's got the man, you know, don't mess with my man. I'm gonna be the one to bring it to you. Okay. And see no sorrow, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Death. Okay, so this could be also flipping back that energy on the people, making them look at themselves in the mirror. Okay. All right. Therefore shall plagues come in one day, and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, and strong for the Lord God. But again, this is Lord God energy as well. Okay. Not God energy, who judgeth her. Okay. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her. So again, this is somebody that was in contact with somebody, and that's not me. So this must be talking about somebody else that had a major come up here. All right. And also I told you about all eternal tarot as well, as being a madam or something, somebody doing sorcery or observer of these cameras possibly, and enjoying watching people do things on these cameras and talking about them on her channel. I mean, it just is what it is. What, like I said. All right, these are the ladies in the red dresses with the church hats on and shit. All right, it's nothing offense. I'm just saying, it just looks very occultish or something, and there's nothing wrong with whatever. I'm just saying what it looked like. All right. With her shall bewail her and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning. Okay, so yeah, this is the Queen of Pentacles energy here. All right. They could have did this to all the women because these are womanizers. All right. So again, here's the Queen of Pentacles right here with this smoke coming up. All right. From whatever this is here. Okay. And then, yeah, see these people, these men or whatever at their feet. And again, what she got on? A red dress. What she got on? A red dress. She got this peacock here, but it's plain white. It don't have no color to it. The regular card got color to it. So it just makes you think that, I don't know, what that's really is supposed to be. Why put a peacock here if you're going to just make it white? So it must be symbolic for something here. Okay. It made me think maybe like a nationality, that these people actually really have their nationality as white. And they're just wearing, where there's no water, okay? And they're just wearing this red covering because it actually belongs to another person. Phenotypes, okay? I know faces, all right? All right? And deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off from fear of her torment, okay? All right, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep or mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. So this might be talking about, again, people paying pay-per-view. We'll just say that, all right? The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and pearls and fine linens and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and all and of brass and of iron and of marble, okay? And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour, so on and so on, okay? Yeah, because it's saying she lived like luxuriously in pleasure. Match it now with the torments and the sorrows. She boasts, I am a queen upon my throne. Now, the other day, this girl said, I'm a witch upon my throne, basically, is what she was saying. And she's proud of it, okay? So, again, I don't see how this energy is going to be exalted. Like I said, these people, these are people that get mad when I read the Bible, okay? The people that's in my personal space here, all right? Very upset. No emotions, again, I'm just learning things. I'm learning to look at things a lot different. I am no hopeless widow. I will not experience sorrow. Okay. So this is somebody saying, I'm not no widow like you, basically. I won't be getting no sorrow, but again, I don't know. Therefore, the sorrow of death and mourning and famine will overtake this person in a single day. By fire, for the mighty is the Lord who judges her. And the world leaders who took part of her immoral acts and enjoyed her favors will mourn as they, again, let them eat cake. I'm just saying, it is what it is. As they see the smoke rising from her chamber. Her charred remains. I don't know if this makes me think about a fire or something. I don't know. They will stand off afar, trembling with fear and crying out at last, Babylon city. Okay, boom, boom, boom. The merchants of the earth will weep. Okay. Maybe that's the Cami energy. No one left to buy their goods. Okay, the biggest consumer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So again, I don't know who y'all would think the biggest consumer again in the indigenous community would be of precious pearls and stones, but you could just make that assumption on your own. Let's see. Because all these people talk about how broke I am and how I'm bummy and all this other stuff. They even know what I smell like, some of these people. I don't know how. They know what my breath smell like. What time I brush my teeth, how many showers a day I take. Let them tell you. Sheep, horses, chariots, and slaves, even the souls of men. Like I said, these are souls. These are black widows here. These are succubus energies here. Again, they're soul snatchers. All fancy things you love so much are gone, they cry. The dainty luxury splendors that you prize so much will never be yours again. They are gone forever. This could also be somebody looking in on the items that I use for business, for my businesses, more than one, actually three or more. Again, I haven't been really focusing on that for the past 2 years because I've been really into this, and because my channel and my Etsy and stuff was being attacked. Okay, that slowed down my sales. Okay, so I just focused on the word. I said maybe that's a sign from source, and then I found out that it was these officials and these governing forces that was actually doing it to me, to exalt these other women above me and keep me in a low standing, while they took my information and exploited it other places to make sure that my numbers on my channel would stay down. And it's just a fact what it was. And once they crossed their deadline or whatever, they thought that they had got me or won, they now I'm starting to get views back a little bit here. Okay. And now I'm getting orders again a little bit here now, slowly. Okay. All right. So that you prize so much, and I don't prize or gloat about any of my stuff. So again, this can, you can look at it in any way. I just want to throw it in to be fair, okay? Because I do have a lot of stuff. I used to shop a lot to fulfill things, maybe like 10 years ago and stuff like that. And I collect things, antiquities and stuff like that or whatever. But it's always been for, business purposes. I had a store before that I closed down because there was a stalker that would come in. And so, like it's things like this, all right? So again, people might have just looked like, oh, look at all this stuff or whatever, but it ain't nobody's damn business because nobody had no business being in my house. And so the merchants who have become wealthy by selling her things shall stand a distance, fearing danger to themselves, weeping and crying. This could be like an estate sale or something like this. But again, I mean, I don't think that it's talking about my stuff because it wouldn't be this much stuff. But I think that this may be talking about even somebody that is in a elite status, okay? That might have been hit up by some of these energies here, maybe with a land patent or something like this or something. I don't know. It could be something that somebody came and took somebody that had all these jewels or whatever. They could have broke into somebody's house, rich people or something like this. It maybe even made me think about the woman in California that was killed. Oh, maybe that's one of the people that sat on the hill. Okay. I thought she had some like political job, and people were saying nobody cares about smash and grab until it hits, high-end communities. And now they're worried about it. Okay. So it could have been even that energy. That's just what popped in my head when I just read that. Fearing danger to themselves, weeping and crying. Okay. So beautiful, a woman clothed in fine purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. In one moment, the wealth of her city is gone. But this could also be me because I sell vintage jewelry online. But it's all vintage fake jewelry. I'm just like, costume jewelry. What I'm saying? It's not even no real jewels or nothing. So again, we can look at it however, all right? This is just one of my businesses, okay? All the ship owners and captains and merchant ships and crews will stand off afar, crying as they watch the smoke ascend and saying, okay? So this could also be, again, that Queen of Pentacles sitting there and wanting to burn my house down, like Alice in Wonderland, possibly, okay? All right. The smoke can be, again, information coming out my mouth, heat or something. Look at that, like that. Okay, like a volcano erupting, okay? And saying, where in the world is another city such as this? This could also be some missile or something that Russia plans to come into town with and try to obliterate homes or people or whatever they're trying to do here. It's just very disgusting, I feel, whatever is going on here. All right. She made us all rich from her great wealth, and now is a single hour all gone. So this makes me think about, again, all of these people ganging up because, again, being connected to the Stewart family, they probably thought, hey, we're not going to let these people do, but they didn't realize that they know not what they did. And they just went, again, friends, family, co-work, whatever these people are, got together and decided to come against the Empress, the Queen, the Christ energy of this time. And it is what it is at the end of the day. All the way up into the administration right now, where allegedly they're supposed to be letting Russia do whatever they want to do with America in the flesh. It just is what it is at the end of the day. But you, O heavens, rejoice over her fate, and you, O children of God. It don't say let's see. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna say children of of man. It says, but oh, heaven, rejoice over her fate, and you, O children of God, and the prophets. These are other high priestesses and the apostles. These are all of these groups. These anti-feminine, you know, what is it, misogynist or whatever groups, right? All these groups of these Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. And I already said this already out of my mouth, just period, every time when I speak about who the energies are that want to come against me. For at last, God has given judgment against her for you. But again, who is this God? Just saying. It makes me think about this Godhead energy, the masculine energy that doesn't want to have anything to do with wisdom. It is what it is. That want to act like that there's only one aspect of God. And that's a lie. Or this is someone, again, like how when the Pharaoh came in, the new one, he didn't know the people, okay? Like Joseph or whoever it was before him knew the people. See, because we're dealing with other people that are not, they might be what you call God, but it may not be. It might be artificial intelligence or something of that nature here. Then a mighty angel picked up a boulder and shaped it like a millstone and threw it into the ocean and shouted, Babylon, the great city, shall be thrown away as I have thrown away this stone, and she shall disappear forever. Never again will the sound of music be there. No more pianos, saxophones, trumpets. No industry of any kind will ever again exist there. But this does make me think about California, okay? Maybe, okay, Hollywood or something like that. You know, there's specifics about Hollywood and again, the Hollywood or the Holly, okay? And there will be no more milling of grain. Dark, dark will be her nights of grain. Dark, dark will be her nights. Not even a lamp in the window will ever be seen again. This makes me think about, again, Russia in 2009. I have a couple things I want to share here in a minute that I thought were correlating here, okay, with some of this stuff here that has to do with Russia cutting off the electricity to a certain place, you know, back in 2009, I believe. So again, I jotted down a couple things that we'll share in the next video, but again, you can go on Shay_seeking on Instagram, and I already have it put up there, okay? It also correlated with Michael Jackson's death, and him talking about the Kremlin. You know, it's just all these little things. My daughter's names being listed on this thing, this act of war that happened, I think in 2017. You know, again, it just is what it is. And it said that they were the white something, okay? And those just happen to be my two light-skinned daughters, okay? So again, you can go back and look at that on Instagram if you want, all right? No more joyous wedding bells or happy voices and bridegrooms and brides, okay? So this is twin flame energy, I feel. Her businessmen were known around the world, and she deceived all nations with her sorceries. I think this is talking about all eternal tarot. That's what I think it's talking about. That's who I think it's talking about. And she was responsible for the blood of all the martyred prophets and saints. But somebody could say it's me. All right? Always fair and balanced here. I ain't never trying to get nobody on no side. It's up for people to, that's why we pulled this card discernment a minute ago. It's up for people to discern. All right? He punished a great prostitute who corrupted. Yeah, because this girl's talking about, oh, it's all about the P power. You got to be able to use your P or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, I don't know. I rather use my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I can use that too. Shit, I'm a female, of course. But it's going to be when I'm ready for that. Because I'm not the same person I used to be, so it doesn't matter. I purified myself with the help of Source and the ancestors. So, again, anybody questioning that, you can do what you want. But that's what it's been for me for a long time now. And I'm still living in the same house with somebody, and people have a problem because this person, you know, is still taking care of at least the bills, but things are not the same way. For a woman to go through this and then actually be like put to shame and, you know what I'm saying, made to feel like, again, somebody is telling somebody to refrain from, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, it's just a lot. And I try to just be open with y'all here. It's personal, it hurts me, but at the same time, it doesn't break me. For none of these people have made me. for corrupting the earth with her sins. And I feel like this is what it is. These people were using sorcery and spell work and sending demons and stuff like in my sleep or whatever they were doing. Okay. And corrupt. And again, they could have corrupted even, you know, the energy, whatever. I just feel like this is what was going on here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and stop there. Yeah. Okay. Again and again, their voices rang. Praise the Lord. The smoke from her burning ascends forever and ever. Again, okay, praise the Lord. Okay. The smoke from her burning ascends forever and ever. So again, all eternal tarot. I mean, that kind of sounds like forever, but I feel like this is somebody that also bit off of the essence of. This is somebody that maybe had a shot of something again that came from my particular crown. This is somebody has been messing around here. These people are parasites. They're sick. They're absolutely disgusting. But yeah, it's also giving me that Queen of Pentacles energy with that smoke coming up forever. It's almost like, who wants this smoke? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was just hearing right there. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and stop there. My mouth is dry and I'm tired. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Take care.